Looks like I got the fiberglass in that mold just in time yesterday because it started pouring. Looks like my tarps do not have holes in them. Good thing. Come on, get out of there. Now there is a sharp front edge. Some of this is excess. I have to cut it back to about right there. There's like half an inch of skinny junk. That looks great. Most of the sides look really good too. There's like little bumps from, you know, bubbles that were in the mold when it was against the sheet metal. But those are just run over with sandpaper and it takes them off. Other than that, it's really smooth. Except for one spot back here. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I don't know. I think maybe... Actually, I think what happened was... Okay, first I painted the whole mold with some blackened resin. And I'm not sure exactly how I did this, but somehow I shifted that layer back here when I was putting the fiberglass on. So this kind of crumpled up and made a mess. And I could tell something wasn't quite right when I was putting the fiberglass on, but it looks like the bottom part's okay. And this part, I'll just have to go over it with some resin and sand it a little bit. That's not a big deal. It's not a very big area. Ooh, the other side looks pretty good too. But same thing back here. This side's a lot smaller. It's just this little area right here. I must have mixed the resin wrong or something. Like not put enough hardener in a spot, or maybe when I stirred it, I didn't get the hardener in everywhere, and then I rolled some on with not enough hardener, because like this is still a little bit malleable. Should be totally hardened right now, but I mean it's not a big deal to fix. It's just a little spot. I just have to make sure I do a good job of mixing, which I already know, but I'll just have to pay more attention to it. Whatever though, other than a few minor blemishes to fix, it generally came out spectacular. Really, really good. I do still want to put one more layer of fiberglass in here, maybe two more, but I'm going to wait till I have the entire pontoon so the new layer goes from the front all the way to the back. Oh, come on, don't get stuck. Cut the extra junk off there. Check it out. Oh, that's gonna cut right through some water. And there's a secondary wall like back here. So if I smash into a log or something and break this, there's a secondary wall that will keep water from getting in. One of the things I love about the first boat I made, oh wait, no, it's like the third boat, whatever. The boat I drive around most of the time now, is that it has a really pointy front. And the water just looks so cool how it just like whoosh. Because you know, normally a boat has kind of a rounded front or a little bit pointy, but you know, enough that the water hits and then like splashes all over the place. But when you have something that's pointy and just the water just like it's so like smooth. I just sanded this little section here and it went pretty quick, so that sounds good. But I'm going to leave the rest for right now because I'm going to have to take the entire pontoon and flip it upside down and go over it with sandpaper so I can paint it anyway. So I might as well wait till I get the other end on here. Man, that's going to be long. So I need to get all this excess junk out of the mold, re-wax it a few times, and then take this guy and like put the middle end in here. So when I put the new piece in, it goes right into that one. Darn, I think I've got all my new pieces cut. Mold's waxed. Now I just need to get that thing in here facing that way. Oh, it's big and heavy. Alright, I think that's about as lined up as I can get it. And this board in the middle is screwed down into the mold. Wait, the board's screwed into the mold, which holds the first piece down tight to the mold, so it's touching most of the way. There's maybe like a bit of an 1/8 inch gap there and there, but nothing major. I can fill that in at the end. Alright. Okay, just got 2 new buckets of resin. Oh, and before I forget, I used roughly 8 or 9, probably 9 gallons of resin on that first half up there. Alright, no time like the right now. This is not my favorite part of things. Finished just in time.